Okay, boys. Welcome. Welcome to post PPI Wednesday. I'm gonna run out of water in the middle of this stream, I think. Boom, 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 boom. My webcam seems to have wiggled itself into the wrong place. There we go. See how hairy my arms are then? Jesus. I got some, oh wait. I got some hairy ass arms. That's a weird start to the stream. Anyway, how are you boys? And can you even hear me? Yeah, I have unmuted my microphone. I was that was about to be very weird. You will notice that I have a new code because I changed it because the Bullinox discount that is running, and how can I move this across? The Bullinox discount that is running and the oh god, all my levels are out of whack because they're old now. And the funding ticks one. Basically, Bullinox, I needed to make a new one because the code Kai still applies, but it doesn't give you as much of a discount. So I'm going to keep code Kai there, so you can still use that on Bullinox, but it won't get you as good as Kai Cap, at least right now. And then for funding ticks, those equal lows look nice, but do we get them? We'll see. For funding ticks, I needed a longer code basically, so that's why it's that. You guys didn't really need to know that, did you? Realistically. I forgot to share. Oh god. I need to share the stream link in the Discord. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now I can close Discord because otherwise it's just going to take up extra space. Close that as well. Get rid of that. God, so much admin today. Do I like green or do I like blue? Oh, I kind of prefer blue, you know. What was that on before? It was green, wasn't it? Yeah, blue looks nicer. What does white look like? Oh yeah, that just looks horrendous. Purple. I'm colorblind, so those look pretty similar to me. I mean, they are similar anyway, but they look probably more similar to me. Orange. Yellow. Red. Whoa, blue. Anyway. Right. I don't have much to go off here. We have rallied, obviously, from PPI. So really, I should look to target the PPI data low. That's the usual PPI, CPI, NFP game plan. We'll see what happens at 9:30. I just recorded at least the first video. It wasn't a full in-depth review of funding ticks, but it was basically showing the the why I love it, and a couple of the things just to be careful of. I'm gonna do them way more in depth. Well, not way more in depth, but more in depth review of it. That'll be out next week. I just wanted to get like a one video out there at least. But oh my lord, it is a juicy prop fan, to say the least. What's the midpoint of that wick? Okay. I feel weird. I don't have any levels because there's no levels to have at all-time highs. Did NQ get to? Where's NQ? Oh, NQ is so close to all-time highs as well now. The equal highs that I was targeting on NQ yesterday did in fact get swept in the same day. They got swept in the afternoon, right at the close. All these equal highs here. That 4 hour got tapped in London. Nice equal lows there on NQ. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to just wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what the open does. I don't have a whole lot to go off really. It's all-time highs, so it's always tricky because you can't exactly short and you can't exactly long because it's too much in a premium to long, and shorts tend to not work out, at least not amazingly. Weekly wick CE finally got hit and then news bounced on it to go up. Good morning, Mr. Don P. I'm assuming you mean on NQ. Let's have a look. Oh wow, nice. Literally on like the 1 minute chart as well. Just boink. Oh yeah, look at all these on NQ. Look at all these lows. Look at all these smooth ass lows from the pre-market. I'm targeting this. I'm not gonna long this today. I'm gonna short this if I'm trading at all. Oh, where's that buy side? 24.68. If we can run up sweep that, like fairly early, then I will love it. Do we have a similar sort of? Not really. Not really anywhere near as smooth until down here on ES. But this is buy side. That's the data high. I kind of like NQ today, honestly, more than ES. It's the buy side on ES. Mr. Journey. News rejected from the 4 hour wick. Back to NQ. Which wick? This wick? Oh, that's clean. If it is that wick that you're talking about. Highest one, yeah. Is that music turned down a little bit? It's still loud in my ears. Oh no, I'm opening CapCut. Oops. Go away, CapCut. I'm done with you. At least today. I'm going to be releasing that video that I recorded a video about funding ticks, and I'll be posting it like pretty much right after the stream. I literally just need to make a thumbnail for it, and then it's ready. 5 minute news week, yeah, I like that idea. SMT at the highs at 930 would be ideal. Ideally, NQ won't get to that high, and ES will take it. This buy side up here does concern me, though, because that is the ultimate target. So maybe we'll even run up and take that buy side. Maybe. I need to put that lighting camera a little bit higher. It's just a tiny bit in my eyes. Lighting camera. I mean, like, light. Oh, that feels better already. My funded futures, I recommend them. I'm not affiliated with them. I have tried to be affiliated with them. They haven't accepted me. I do like them though. I would absolutely recommend them. Genuinely though, funding ticks, I think is better. My funded futures strikes me as a good all-arounder, but it doesn't seem to me that it does anything exceedingly well. It just kind of does everything kind of okay. So we're dumping off the open. But yeah, I've applied to be an affiliate with my funded futures, and just they haven't got back to me. They typically well, they say you need at least 500 subs. Obviously, I have that, but I feel like they're not going to accept me until 1,000. I actually applied to, because I applied ages ago to be an affiliate with them, but I was like not big enough. Now I think I am big enough, but they haven't got back to my most recent application, which I genuinely probably did like a week ago, or less maybe. Prices look good and no activation, yeah. That's what I mean though, it does. It's good prices, no activation, but funding ticks does that better. But I guess there is an argument where you could say that there's no weekly reward cap on my funded futures, so that is a good point. Good point, Brad. Slash Mr. P. Mr. Don. Mr. DP. I want to get to big enough to the point where I can start doing giveaways, because I feel like that'll be a really just fun thing to do. Giving away, like, well, accounts. Howdy, Mr. Geordie. Howdy. Mr. Geordie. Let's watch both ES and NQ right now. Let's watch both these boys. Ba-da-dum, da-da-dum. There was actually SMT at those highs right at the open. This high and this high. Don't chase it. I'm already full pot in short, Jordy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't chase anything. A note for myself in the chat. A note for all in the chat. In the shiat. Bum, bum, bum. Mm-mm-mm. 23,888 on the hourly is a support and resistance line created by a wick. Thought it might try that on the initial run too. 23,888, where's the O down here? I've got no real... I hate all-time highs. I know like everyone says that, but I hate them the most, okay? I hate them the most. NQ seems to be the more bearish. I mean, that makes sense because ES is like beyond all-time highs, so it's clearly the more bullish one. This is a 2022 short, it's just not worth taking because it's so... not, like, really a good idea. Saying that, on the 5 minute, like... I just don't want to short it. Like, not there. It looks way too messy. That 3 minute actually don't look that bad. But it's the terrible risk to reward. It's not even a 1 to... Oh, it's a 1 to 1 to 2. And then we have... Oh my god, it's going to go without me. I didn't even check the 3 minute. I would literally have to caught that like a minute ago though, so... Let me load up micros on the NQ actually, because that's probably what I'll end up trading. That 5 minute looks quite nice to be fair as well. Wait, no, I don't even want to do that, I want to do this. I don't normally like to enter this style of entry, but I'm okay with entering on this because we have these equal lows down here, which is my end goal target. And the 5 minute's a bit more of a nice place to short from. So on the close of that 5 minute, I can put 6 micros there. That's assuming that comes and gets me though. I don't think that's going to come get me on the 5. I'd be very surprised at least. The 3 would have been the, like, almost the exact same entry. Why is NQ now looking more bearish than ES? Yeah, data low tagged. My fucking monitor's doing this thing again where it glitches out on me. It's something to do with OBS, I know it is. Because it only does it when I'm streaming / recording. It's really annoying. If anyone could help, I'd be very much appreciated. It's like my screen just doesn't... It's not like... I mean, it is buffering, but in a really weird way. First presentation, that 1 minute candle. First presentation would be here. I'm not gonna enter on this, I don't want to chase it. I feel like I'm chasing if I short. I'm gonna punch my fucking monitor though if it keeps doing this, I swear to God. It's so annoying. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna put something through this screen if it keeps trying its luck. I wouldn't say 9:30 is today, no. Personally, I'd say it's this one. Do 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 do. I think I've got my bitrate too high. I'm gonna change that like tomorrow. I think it's because that's the only thing I've changed recently is I've upped my bitrate because I thought my laptop could handle it, but I don't think it can. I mean, it definitely can't if it's doing this because this is outrageous. I'd say roughly every 10 to 15 seconds, something just like glitches out on my screen. Okay, there's them lows. If this is a bearish day, then a short from first presented actually looks pretty good, but I don't want a short because I'm long biased. I feel like it'd be pretty bad of an idea as a short today. That's midnight open. Tricky day. I feel like I'm saying that a lot recently. To be honest, if we can break... I wouldn't mind a 2022 now to go long, if I'm being honest. Because the target is all-time highs up here. Yeah, okay, I think I'm going to long this, actually. Let's see how we treat first presented. But break above this swing high here. I'll very comfortably long, I think. We've just knocked out all these little lows here. So either we're going to continue and go and take out all this overnight liquidity from like Asia and London, or we're going to jump up here and go for the high of day and all-time highs. SMT at the lows as well. That's a bonus. Looks like it's a down day though, because first presented was a very nice short. Maybe to 874, first presented to that. That was a bit of an iffy one because I could frame that both ways, so not worth taking. I could still frame this. I can frame this short and long, and if you can frame it short and long, it's low probability and you shouldn't be in the trade. Because we still have SMTs at the lows here, which is good for longs. I need to edge the inside of my ear. Oh god, that was disgusting. I do apologise. Barely closed below the white sign wick. Ooh. No previous day's high touch or taken out yesterday's PM to go long again today. That was a very nice call yesterday, Journey. I did notice the PM call of yesterday. I think you literally got the turning point spot on, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, on ES you did. NQ went a little bit lower, but ES knocked previous PM session out and then reversed. Short the white sun wake to 888. Okay, Mr. Dampy. It was lower than previous day's low. It was lower, but the previous day's low area was when you go long after it go above and back down to it again. ES is breaking here. NQ is the one I want to break though, ideally, but ES is definitely breaking. No fair value gap on ES though. So, ES didn't even get to the news low either. Jesus. ES is so stubbornly pushing up. Do you know who I haven't seen for ages? Hidden. I mean, I just clocked that it's macro time, and I kind of just heard him in the back of my head saying macro time. Risky traders shorts have not gotten screwed yet. I'd say they have on NQ. I like my opinion. I would say shorts have been screwed. Because we took out that 919 level. Like, this was a very supporty looking level. And people that were trying to long from the continuation of the news will put their stop like below here. But I can frame it coming down here as well, but it depends how we act here. If we go below this low, then I'd look for 874. But I'd also happily long from here as well. But first presented is clearly showing some stubbornness. ES is also like continually trying to break higher, so my issue is that I don't want to short this, I want to long this. So I'm just gonna kind of wait until it pulls back enough and then I'll get my setup. Here comes the 874 level. That slipped through your stop? Oh my god. That's annoying. That was a crazy candle. Wasn't any news announcement or anything, was there? Checking. No random news event. Just NQ doing NQ things. Missed your target bar, yeah, got to what, 950? Your target was what, 888? I'd say you're looking pretty good though, Mr. Dompey. Oh god, I shuffled my headphones, now they hurt me. Now they're hurting me. Yeah, that's tough, Jordy. Getting slipped that bad, that's tough. Do you know, I'm curious. I realise I don't actually know what firms does everyone in here trade with. I know, like other than like Apex, because everyone trades with Apex when they get swindled by the low discounts or the high discounts. But what firms does most people like? Are people in like? I'm curious if people in here are with like still with TopStep or with like, well, any other firm really. I'm just curious. We still have SMT at these lows on ES. But they are now equal lows, so I would assume it's going to carry on there. Previous day got tagged, that's what I was looking at. Wait, I'm assuming you mean this, the 921 level. Just TopStep? Oh, really? I mean, technically, other than this Bullanox account, TopStep's the only one I've got funded accounts with. And after like this week, TopStep's going to be the only firm that I am actively trading with, just because I want to put all the other firms, just not to not trade with them, but to focus on my real money accounts, because I really need to. If this goes up, we can say shorts got screwed, me in particular. It's looking pretty consolidating now. That was a crazy dump, and then it just kind of had no momentum. But it is slowly going lower, but ES is slowly going higher. Geordie's with Tradeify and Tick Trader. Interesting. I still need to look at the Tick. Can't trade with TopStep anymore, but they were my end-all be-all, yeah. TopStep, the thing is, they've, like, they just got so many people when they were, like, really big. Now they don't really do that much. Like, obviously, no affiliates, no publicity, so they're kind of just, like... They're still, obviously, a really good firm. But you just don't really hear anything about them anymore. But it's because they don't have any affiliates. They've got no one on the social media side is like pushing them as much as obviously all the other firms. But they are still good, obviously. Why can't you trade with TopStep anymore, Geordie? Did they change? Is it like a geographical thing, or is it for another reason? I don't know what their rules are. As far as like that much. Let's see what 10 AM does here. What was the opening range gap like on NQ as well? 878 to 888. A fucking 8998. So like 120 points. They added South Africa onto their OFAC. Well, I don't know what OFAC stands for. I'm assuming it's like a blacklisted country kind of thing. Like they're not allowed to give accounts to people from those countries. That's unfortunate though. Tick ain't that bad. Took a tiny payout with him recently. Nice. Pretty fast if you say so. Other firms tell hours, yeah, okay. Pretty fast if he does say so himself. Which he is absolutely allowed to do. I can feel slipping away again. Well, this has got a snooze fest. This has turned into. Hopefully 10 AM brings us something. AMs this week have been painful. I should be about, well, not should be, if I didn't get fucked by the trade on Monday, which like ticked me out and then ran to my first partial. I would be probably just in the red this week, but because of that trade, I'm like maybe 1.5% in the red, just over this week. What's your take on consistency rules, everyone? Just a tool to limit our performance. I mean, well, Mr. Knox discussed this, and like with Tradeify, the data shows with Tradeify that the traders that just ignore the consistency rule tend to be the most successful ones, because in the long run, like if you just keep trading, in the long run you'll like eventually meet the consistency rule. So it's interesting. I think it obviously depends on what the consistency rule is. With Tradeify, it's like 20%, which is obviously way more restrictive than other firms where it'd be like maybe 25, 30, 40%. I wouldn't say it limits the performance though, because like I say, the traders that do the best typically ignore it. I just realized, is that like, I'm not on the end of the screen, even though I should be. That's better. I can actually make you a little bit, tiny bit bigger. Wait, no, not that big. There we go. It's because I accidentally messed around with it all before when I was writing that new, the different. Okay, we're moving up. Ugh. See if first presented still holds on NQ or if it breaks. I don't seem to have a model here though. Sorry, let me rephrase. My model doesn't seem to be here. Unless I wanted to take this fair value gap, which I probably wouldn't. Unless it really exploded. Then I would. But I need this to kind of come into a... I need this to get like up here really. If I'm being very strict, I should be absolutely nothing until this high up here breaks. This is 936 high. Should be the catalyst to me to look long. Or to look for a fair value up for an actual entry. It could do that here actually on this 2 minute. Like here. But this is my market structure shift up here. All of these highs are kind of just noise. That's a significant high. That'll make this setup way more likely to pan out if that high gets broken. Ugh. So now that 1 minute is technically 2022 if you're basing it off these highs. I want this high. I want this high. That sounds a little bit like Palpatine. You shall now be known as Darth Vader. What's that like on a Palpatine impression out of 10? I'd give it like a solid 6 maybe. Don P, have you been burnt? Because then I can go long. Now shorts have been screwed. Oh, you're still in? Oh, now I'm out. Okay. I'm thinking of longing this from this 3 minute, to tell you the truth. I just really want, like, can it just break this high, please? Because then I can, I'll start with this 2 minute. If it starts to move a bit higher, then I'll move to the 3 minute. Okay. That's close enough. ES is very strong. I'm gonna go in with the order. Nine six, 9-6. Yeah, it equaled it. I'm okay with that. Just because ES. Look how strong ES is. Oh wow. Didn't realise how big of a risk to reward I'm going to have if I manage to pull this. Probably going to do something like... we'll see. I'm thinking first partial at this fair value gap. Maybe sooner, to be honest. Let me go on the 1 minute. I honestly can't really find anything. I mean, this is absolutely... Oh wait, no, they're not even equal. Well, this high then. That's a target. Data high is a target. We have broke the high now. And all-time highs is a target. I need to get ready to drag this. As with so many, I did not like where price stopped, but it doesn't care what I think. Very true. Okay, that's me filled. Stop goes there. 9:20.75. So we're 9 contracts. Let's take 5 off at this high. Where's all-time highs? Oh god, what's the high there? 69? I don't even need to do that, I need to do this. Oh, that was perfect. So let's do 5, 4, 3. Wait, no, 5, 3, 2. Wait, no. 531. Let's see how that goes. Happy with that. Happy with that entry. And then we'll frame these as my... I'll go to break even once we're like up at 998. Also, we have first presented on our side here. Well, so far on our side. Ow. Do. What's ES looking like? God, ES is so strong. ES is already above like all of these highs on NQ. Let's send that to the back because it's kind of in the way. And now we play the waiting game. 10 people are in the stream, so if you are in the stream, then make sure you subscribe and like the stream, and then I will win this trade. Allegedly. Armadon, hey man, I heard in one video that you've never blown an account. Can I ask how much you withdrawn from these props in how much time? I have not received a payout, like from any of the firms basically that I've used. Well, from TopStep, because that's the only firm that I've got accounts with that are passed. I'm working towards a payout on those TopStep ones, but it's just been a slow process. And when I say I've not blown an account, I mean I've not blown like a funded account. I've blown evals, because I mean that's kind of how you approach evals. You expect to blow them really, or pass them in a relatively short amount of time. But I've not blown an XFA, like a funded account. But yeah, no, I've not actually ever withdrawn a payout. Funnily enough. It is going to be my goal in the next like 3 months though. I mean it's like a slow and steady wins the race kind of approach that I'm taking as far as payouts. I don't really want to, because I don't want to rush. I have been eligible for a payout with TopStep. I just chose not to take it basically because I would have blown the account soon after taking that payout. And that would have been like a $500 payout. I mean, no, I could have taken up to $1,000 or more in that payout. I think I was like, I might take 500. I was debating it, but I didn't, because of the way the max drawdown would have been cranked up on my ass, and then I would have probably lost the accounts. And I'd rather build a good buffer on those accounts, and then I'll be in a place where I'm able to comfortably withdraw from them like a lot. Or not a lot, but I'll be able to withdraw multiple payouts, basically. And then once I've got enough from them, I'll probably move it into a personal or move it into a different firm, because I like TopStep, but well, we'll see. We're sitting at about $400 profit on this eval trade. Has some self-control. Yesterday blew an ETF. I don't know what ETF is. ETF? ETF funded account. One green day away from... Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I've just kind of not really... Because the way I look at it is, once you've got a funded account... especially one that's like my funded account's a trailing drawdown, so end of day trailing drawdown, so it's much easier on my mind than intraday. Elite Trader, right? Yeah, of course. I've not messed around with Elite Trader much, if at all. What was I saying? Yeah, I've like I said, I've just taken a long approach to it, because my accounts that I have, I'm not paying for them anymore, right? Like once they're XFAs, I'm not paying for them, so I may as well take my time with them and manage my risk well. Like I can bet I'm risking so much less than you, Armadon, in my fundeds. It wrecked me 14 days green, and oh yeah, that's really unfortunate. You'll learn a lot from that though. You'll learn a lot from that going on tilt. So then next time you're in that position, you'll be less likely to go on tilt. It's a very tricky spot as well, that spot where you're like just before a payout or just before like passing an eval, if you're not in an XFA. That is honestly kind of like a bottleneck that can mess a lot of traders up, is that little bit where you're like not at the payout yet, but you're like still close to it. But yeah, like I say, my risk on my XFAs, I'll risk, so they're 50k XFAs, 5 of them, like all copy traded, and I'll risk no more than $100 on each at the moment. Before, like, earlier in the like journey of them, I was risking $200, but at the moment I'm risking literally no more than $100 a trade on those. That's copy traded across 5 XFAs though, obviously, so that $100 is actually $500, but obviously copy trading across 5 XFAs instead of taking a $500 trade on 1 XFA literally, well, negates my risk by a factor of 5, so $100 in one trade. I'll risk, if I'm entering a trade, my risk is $100 on each account. On this evals are different. This trade that's on screen right now is with Bullinox on an eval account. I've not traded my TopStep XFAs in literally like 2 months because I've just not wanted to. I've wanted to try and well, no, not like price action really, but for one thing, but I've also just wanted to take a step back from them and wait to. I'm gonna be trading those XFAs, strictly just those XFAs, literally in like a week, and well, I'll either blow my first account, and instead of blowing 1 account, I'll blow 5. Actually, I won't because they got passed at different times, but I'll definitely blow. I'll either blow some accounts or I'll take a pretty nice payout, or I'll just be sat at the same balance number. You never know. $14 days is insane. 14 green days is insane. Even if you did have 3 or 4 small reds, 14 green days is absolutely insane. Win streaks, yeah, win streaks do mess you up as well. It's funny, innit? Everything in trading is almost designed to mess you up. If you go on a win streak, it can mess you up. If you go on a losing streak, it can mess you up. If you go on a dry streak where you're just not trading really at all, it can mess you up. At least, like, psychologically. Everything you do in trading can fuck you up. This trade's been a bit of a jumpy one. Just kind of sat in profit. Would be nice if it, you know, sat a bit further in profit. That'd be lovely. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, boom. $10, $20, $10, $20, $10, $20, $10, $20. You're in a chat with traders who have blown months of green in a week. Oh, I'm out of water. I'll tell you what, can you guys just sit and watch my trade? If I come back and this is in drawdown, it's your guys' fault. I'm just gonna go fill that bottle of water up really quickly. I'll be right back. Watch my trade. Oh, you boys did good. I appreciate you. We're in more profit. I always say this, but one stat that helps me out a lot for holding my trades for as long as I do is literally on my statistics, my trading statistics, my personal trading statistics show that the longer I hold a trade, the more likely it is to be a winner. And obviously that kind of makes sense when you think about it in the sense of, like, obviously if you're holding trades for longer than, like, if you're holding trades for a further distance in the market than your stop loss, if you have a risk to reward that's in, like, the positives, then you're most likely going to hold trades longer if they win. But it helps my mind when it's in this kind of consolidation, kind of like bouncing around. I say to myself, like, right, it's not really going anywhere, but I know that every second I'm in this trade, the statistics become more and more and more in my favor the longer I'm in the trade. How much have I risked on this trade? $500. Can't see clear enough. Yeah, I've got an issue with that on... I don't know how to make the numbers clearer on my stream. I guess I could... What I could do... Let me... Do they get clearer if I make it a bit bigger? Oh. And then, like, put it up here. Are they any clearer? I obviously can't tell, so you boys let me know, but if I, like, I made it a little bit bigger, so hopefully they're a bit clearer. But I risked, well, just under $500. I've got $486 risk on this trade, which is as close as I could get to $500 risk without going over. And then we're currently sat in about 580, 590, about $550 to $600 profit is how much profit we're currently sat in. I might reduce my stop though. How far have... We've crossed the 50%. So I can reduce my stop. And to be honest, I am going to 928. Well, let me measure on here because sometimes it's a bit different. But it's the first partial, yeah, so then 927.50. So now I've got even less risk on the trade. And then once it gets like up here in the 998s, like 24 or 24,000, I'll go to break even then probably. No, 100 on XFAs. This is an evaluation account that I'm currently trading. And on evaluation accounts, I risk more because I'm working against the clock, if that makes sense. And if I lose an evaluation account, there's no, like, your evaluation accounts, you want to pass them as quick as possible. You don't really want to take your time with them because the longer you take, you're basically just spending more and more money. XFAs, I risk $100 a trade. But yeah, this is an evaluation account, so in this one I risk more. So my stop's now about here. Is it? It's about here. I keep waiting for longs to be screwed though. That being said, the move up sucks, which is like being screwed. Yeah. Yeah. ES still isn't it's Newswick, so confidently, I'm confident I'll probably be able to get to break even on this trade. Like it'll get far enough in profit that I hopefully will be able to get to break even. Yeah, we'll see. Because like, oh, if this wants to come back down, if this could come back down and do this 5 minute, which would be a pain in the arse. So hopefully it doesn't do that. Tanker. It's tanking. If it wants to come down and get like these lows here, again, that'd be a pain in the arse. But yeah. Because it hasn't really made any fair value gaps, has it, on the way up? It still could be bearish. It could be going all the way down for them lows, like I say, but I don't think it will. I'm bullish on the day. I'm in the long trade, so. Because this is like this breaker that it's in now, right? Really, that should have been a partial. This breaker here. Yeah, that probably should have been a partial. Because that's... What was that of a risk to reward? To like this partial here, 1 to 1.5-ish. Yeah, should have probably been a partial, but oh well. Because anything in the upper half of... Oh wait, no. Yeah. Let me measure it from here to here. Anything in the upper half of this... Oh wait, no, I'm being stupid. They've got that with Newswork. Anything above this really should be a partial opportunity. Above this yellow line. What I might do is take a partial if we make a new high of the day, or a new high above this candle here. Let me just... I'll see. been an absolute drag, isn't it? ES is dropping into this fair value gap, which is nice for continuation. Oh. Which is with this order block. So I'd want to see ES continue from there, really. Oh, you said is it an eval Armadon? I just saw is it. I didn't see an eval. It says an eval under the under where you said is it an eval. I only saw is it. That's funny. I answered the question anyway. Yes, it's an eval. That just made me laugh that I didn't see the end like 2 words. I keep waiting for longs. I read that. When it includes a few ticks of hope and then screech. I got red week and it's Wednesday, time to journal. Haven't had this since the call with Knox. Well, if it helps, Geordie, I'm red on the week as well so far. Monday and Tuesday was very rough price action, so don't beat yourself up too much. But I mean, a call with Mr. Knox. I can't think of anyone who wouldn't benefit from a call with Mr. Knox. The local trading therapist. Been a strange week. Only reason yesterday went well for me was recognizing the range. Yeah, you smashed it with the volume profile stuff yesterday, Dompy. Oh. Really? You're right there? Oh. Okay. NQ's turned and gone back up higher now. Still about 550 in profit. I'd want to see ES turn here, really. I'm going to base this on the 5-minute order block just because it looks a bit cleaner. But I would expect ES to turn and go continue higher, like around this area. And not do that. That would be bad. Sod's Law, yeah. It doesn't help? Okay, never mind. I'm green on the week. Just sucks when I finish red and the Man United losses. Yeah. Sod's Law indeed. It's in a very difficult spot in Q right now, because if it's going higher, it should get, like, past this, but if it's not, then this is a point where it should reverse, really. This... I'm going to mark it with raise, actually. This is a breaker block. If it's going lower, I'd expect it to do it from this range. Which is what is making me debate a partial, but I don't really want to take the partial. I want to just hold and see if I can get... It's kind of being greedy, to be honest. But... I do know about Funded Next futures, Jordan. They're very good. I've looked into them. Very good. not affiliated with, but I will be at some point when I, because their form I think is a pain in the arse to fill out. I'm pretty sure I went to fill it out, but I think I need to buy an account with them. Do I need to buy an account with them to be an affiliate? I think they might have said that, and I just didn't want to buy an account. I'm too busy with the TopStep XFAs and the Bullinox eval. But I would, yeah, they're very good prop. Highly recommended by not just by me, but by a lot of other people in the space that I know of. Yeah, because I believe they were a CFD firm as well, maybe. Yeah, they are. They are a CFD firm as well. Fill it out and take my money. Let me pull up their affiliate thing, because like I have looked at being an affiliate with them. I'm sure I have. And I've definitely looked into them and do recommend them. Let me have a look while this terrible fucking long plays out. Affiliate partner. Become an affiliate. Oh wait, do I already have an account with them? Let me check. Log in. Yeah, you have to purchase an account to become an affiliate. I thought that was it. Purchase at least one account and wait 7 days to get access to the affiliate link. But I do recommend them without even being an affiliate. Does being an affiliate really pay though, honestly? It can. It's obviously, it depends. It's, oh god, this is going against me now. You have good months and bad months. Obviously depending on how many sales you make a month. Like you recommend Apex as an affiliate account. I don't recommend Apex at all. But yeah, my Bullinox affiliation, Geordie, the best month. I made like $570 in 1 month. That was August. Because my review video just like didn't blow up, but it did hit the algo or whatever. And got like a few extra, like, I don't know how many extra views, but got me a fair few sales. But like I've had months, like so far this month I've made like $30 with them. I mean, it's paid for the eval, because I obviously have to pay for the eval as well, and it's paid for that and then some, so. Recommend Apex for the rubbish bin. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's such a good phrase. I'm going to use that. I do recommend Apex, but not for anything other than the rubbish bin. But yeah, Geordie, it can pay like... It can obviously pay... It's exponential. Obviously, as big as you are. Like, I'm not like Cammy. Cammy made $3 million off his affiliates over like a 2-year period. His best month was something like $400,000 from TopStep when he was affiliated with TopStep and partnered with them. He made somewhere around $400,000 in 1 month. Cammy did make a killing. Cammy still makes a killing. He's going to be live streaming soon, Geordie. He's coming back to the live streams on the 15th. I don't know if I'll be awake though, because it's obviously it'll be the Asian session that he now trades with the volume profile. But we could absolutely raid his stream. For old time's sake. I think I'm gonna get stopped now. This is looking like it probably wants to continue lower. What's ES doing? ES is also continuing down. I don't see anything really other than like first presented that can provide me with some support. I've been in this trade for so long. This breaker was obviously a pretty significant breaker. And maybe it does want these lows down here from the overnight session. No, you can't be an affiliate with TopStep anymore. They closed it. That was when Cammy switched from TopStep. Obviously, they cancelled like all of them. So I think Cammy was probably a bit quite validly annoyed that they just suddenly closed the affiliate program. But yeah, he's since moved to a few other firms, like he supports Apex and Take Profit Trader, I know are the two big ones that he supports, which are intraday, but obviously he is a volume profile trader now, so it's way more scalpy moves that he gets, so he can handle intraday trailing drawdown, unlike me where I hold trades for fucking hours. How much consolidation do I sit through before I eventually cave and close the trade? I think I might take a partial if we get new high of day now. And just move everything down a bit. I like 4-4 actually here. I'll sell 4 at the new high of this like little run up. Just because it's moving so slowly, I want to secure something. And then I'll change this to 4. And then this can get moved all the way down to this day or wick high. I just want to secure something because I'm red on the week, so I shouldn't be trying to catch these big home runs, and this just clearly doesn't have the fucking energy to do it today. "15-second chart trailing stop," yeah. That'll do it. Once you get past intraday trailing, Apex can be... Yeah, no, I do agree. But it messes up for your longer hold big time, yeah. I just don't want to have to deal with intraday trailing drawdown at all. That's my side. Yawn. $50 handles inbound to get swiped. Yeah. We do have a macro in 5 minutes. Please, almighty algorithm, hallowed be thy name. Let me at least secure one partial and don't dip now and straight into my stop. Please. Yes, have you recovered? Nope. Did you respect the 5? You did. ES did respect the 5. I'm almost out of music. I'm gonna have to reload the playlist. Ugh. I think once I take this first partial, I'll go to break even and then see if I can get the rest of the move. I don't want to take a partial and then see the position come all the way against me to my stop. Like, it always has made sense to me, at least. If you take one partial, then just move to break even on the rest. So that's what we'll do. It looks like I'm about to get it. There we go. So there's a partial, the rest is going to break even, and let's see if we can finally break out of this shitty fucking range here. I'm going to do 3, then 2. Ugh. Like I say, if this continues lower, then it's going to do it from here, because it's in this 1 minute breaker, right? So let me put that on here so we can see what this is. Breaker high. Breaker low. You sound way more energetic than me, Jordy. I'm so just done with this trade at this point. Yeah, at least we got the partial. Covered probably what? How much did that? How much did that trade get? Do we think that was about that many points with 5? I think it was. Yeah, it's probably booked like just under $400 there, so not bad. If we can get another 3 up to that high, then that'll be another 400. And then another 2 up to the London high. Or, sorry, the data high. So that'll be another 400, and this will be another 300, almost another 400. So we have another potential $800 to make from this trade. 400 at each partial, essentially. Am I the only one flat right now? I mean, I'm definitely not. Ugh. I'm bored is what I am. I'm bored of this trade. I've always preferred short moves, because short moves are short trades, because shorts tend to move faster than longs. The market tends to drop faster than it goes up, which is why so many people can't hold for like long-term investments, because it just takes so long, and then it will just like drop so much in like a day or two or like a week, you know what I mean? Let's get rid of that stop loss because I'm now break even. Dompy shorted. Okay, interesting. Like I said, I mean, I don't hate shorts from that breaker. That's why I'm break even and partial. I've made at least some of my money. Journey's flat. Where's the ES? ES has been weird today. Looks like it's potentially disrespecting that 5 minute. This 5 minute wick, it did hit the midpoint of that data wick on the 5. And the 15. Yeah, that looks like a nice reversal on ES, to be honest. From that wick midpoint. I think I'm getting stopped on the rest of my position. I couldn't have got really much better for my, like, much more of the move. I quite literally partialed like half of my position off at the top. Just under half my position. I think I took, did I take 4? I took 4. Oh, so I didn't actually make 500, I made, wait. I will have made like 300. I forgot that I took 4, not 5. Yeah, I made about $300, not 5. So I have potentially way more to make on the trade. If it were to have panned out in my direction. Would have made another 3. Another 400 there. Wait, I'm so confused. Yeah, because I have 9. Yeah, that makes sense, okay. Goddamn micros making me do maths. I have more execution markers on my chart. Oh, we just dropped a little bit. Please stop me, because then I can leave. I have more execution markers on my chart and can't see the price action. That's why I'm flat. I think this might genuinely be like one of the fucking most infuriating trades I could have ever taken. Look at this price action. I entered what? I entered here at 10:08. And it's just gone so slowly. I mean, since that point, it's basically gone sideways. Since like 10:25, it's basically gone sideways. So for like the past half an hour. Of course, now it's going back up. Oh my god. This is I'm actually annoyed to see this go back up. I'm annoyed my trade is panning out because it means that I have to stay in it longer. Is it Brad? Stop, lol. Good. I'm glad Mr. Wiz is keeping you accountable, Journey. Could you guys hear the dog in the background? There's a dog going crazy somewhere right now. We're in a macro, actually. I just clocked. When did the macro start? There. I need a piss as well, I'll be honest. You got him because of the macro also. Goddamn macro. Do. It's rejecting again from that breaker. ES, are you still going down? See, I think ES wants these lows. These equal lows at the bottom end of the range. That's what I would guess that ES wants. Was there a 2022 on ES? No. Because I was thinking about trading ES because look at the, where was it? All these lows here. NQ was quite obviously weaker than ES here, which meant that if I was to long, I probably should have longed ES. Oh my god, am I gonna get stopped? Am I gonna get out of my trade? Like 50 minutes later. Okay, I'm gonna go to the toilet and then I'm gonna come back and see if my trade's panned out. Oh, of course we're heading up to the other end of the range. Guys, I'm losing my mind during this trade, I'll be honest. I'll let you boys decide. Do I flatten? No, Brad, don't listen to the chat. Hold. Ugh. Have a good day, Mr. Journey. Be safe, trade your models indeed. I may as well stay, you are right. You are right. I may as well stay and hold. God. I'm gonna take that off the screen. You boys know where my targets are. You can see them. I am too far in. I'm not. It's not getting a time limit, Geordie. I'm gonna just sit here and I'm just gonna wait. But this range is terrible. Let's say 11:30 latest. I like that. Yeah. Surely I'll be out of the trade in half an hour, please. Oh my god. This is the life we chose indeed. I can't even read what that says. The patient, does that say the patient insanity? Yeah, the patient insanity. We're building up a fair bit of sell side under here now. So I'd potentially see this get swept. Where's my stop? My stop's like down here. So I might even be safe if that sell side sweep happens and then reverses. ES, where are you? See, ES is just slow dragging towards, it's dragging his nutsack towards these lows down here. ES looks so bearish. NQ looks like it has a chance. NQ is on the tipping point. But honestly, NQ kind of looks bearish as well. Like the way this is rejected from here, to me, it looks bearish. Let me out of my trade. Here we go. Back down to the low end. Probably going to reverse and go back up to the high end. Is this just going to stay in this box? $11 o'clock and in a trade. What's wrong with you? I've almost been streaming for like 2 hours now. Oh my god, it's going back up. I'm not even watching. Oh no, I'm watching on the one. Oh my god, look how terrible this price action looks on like the 5. Look at this price action I've had to sit through. That's outrageous. It's unfair. NQ should have known that I was meant to trade today. Stop me, stop me, stop me, stop me. You boys are loyal. You've sat with me for almost 2 hours. And this as well. It's not even like we've had something exciting, like we've not had like some insane, like super clean, million making run, we've had straight ass. I don't deserve you boys, honestly. I really don't. It should go lower than that and clean up, in my opinion, if it is going there. Yeah. Wait, I don't know which you mean. Mr. Dumpy. Hidden broke me on staying with someone in a trade. But yeah, I'd assume it's going to go... If I'm right, it makes sense that we clean this up. Maybe touch first presented. And then, like, that's the only world where I'm right. Really, is what I see. And most likely, if it goes below here, it's going to go down and stop me out, because my stop's here. Roughly. 48.25. Yeah, my stop's like just under the first presented. It's like right under this low. At what point do I at what point do I end the stream and just say like I'll let you boys know how it goes? I feel like that's what it's waiting for me to do. I feel like it's waiting for me to end the stream. If we're still in this by 11:30, I'm ending the stream, and then I'll just let you boys know what happens with the trade. Do 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 do. Straight dancing with this breaker. Yeah, I don't know where he's. I don't know what he's been up to. I've heard nothing from him, Dumpy. So let me know if you hear anything. Geordie's gonna get headed in here. 1 hour cleanup, 23,880 area. Sorry, oh right, okay. 1 hour cleanup. Oh yeah, these lows down here. Yeah. Yeah, I can see a world where that happens. I can see a world where this happens, but obviously that's going to take a lot longer. God, this range is... How many times can I mention this range? What's amazing is that I've managed to stay in the trade. Like, as in, it's amazing that it's managed to do this and not stop me. That's the true spectacle of today. I'm just waiting for this to do, like, have a fucking BBC candle out of nowhere and slip me so it, like, actually makes me lose the trade. That's not what I deserve. I deserve for this to have a BBC candle to the upside and slip me, like, 10 grand in profit. That's what I deserve. In my opinion. I did say, I think on Discord, that this is like my least I'm least excited about Wednesday. Did I say that? I feel like I would have. I'm gonna pull up Discord. What did I say regarding this week? And I've got a pending friend request from Frank, the COO of Tradeify. Wow. What was I checking on here? I was checking economic calendar. Yeah, most caution on Wednesday this week. That's PPI release, and the following day is the big hair. Yeah, so I did anticipate that Wednesday would be the worst day of this week. This is an eval, Jordy. Yeah. This is the Bullinox eval, not the TopStep accounts. TopStep accounts will be traded from like next week onwards. And it'll be exclusively TopStep accounts then. I do better on Mondays and Wednesdays, really? Interesting. I thought you would die on that hill. Every time I see this expand further into the range, it makes me cry, because I'm just like, just let me out of the trade, please. Journey, get out of here, you're supposed to be gone. Wednesday after data, we look for trades, and after data, the short to take out data low, is it? I should be editing a video right now. Hindsight is indeed clear. The clearest of motherfuckers, hindsight is. Oh, I just lost my trading view for a second. Do you know what I need to do? I'm gonna go put my phone on charge because it's almost dead. Ugh. At what point, boys? At what point do we end the stream? I will die on the hill of this trade, though. I'm in it too far now. I will die on this hill. On YouTube and not trading, okay. When Hidden gets here, say hi and end the stream. That's cruel. But okay. So much sell side is built up under here now that, like, surely, right? ES is almost at the lows. This is going to be when something happens, I think. When ES finally has dragged its nutsack down to these lows. Imagine ES gets to these lows and then reverses and goes higher. And NQ is literally just sat in the range the whole time, and then NQ just explodes. Imagine. Because it's not going to happen, so imagine it. Let it go to the end of the day? Well, at this fucking rate, Journey, yeah. At this rate, I will. I'm holding this until it, like, I'm not taking myself out of this trade. This trade's hitting my break-even stop, or it's hitting 24,041. I will hold. You boys know me. You know I love to hold things. Not just trades. I think I finally might be getting stopped. I've said this every time this is wicked down. How many times has this wicked down and almost got me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th time that it's almost wicked down and got me. Imagine Inner Circle Trader comes into the chat and just winks, and then my trade skyrockets to take profit. I'm waiting for that day, personally. I'll cry if I get stopped as ES takes these lows, because that could genuinely be like a catalyst for it to reverse and go higher. We'll see. Oh. 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 I'm still in. Oh, surely I'm a goner. Yeah, there we go, I'm out. Thank God. Oh my God, right, so that's been all from me, boys. Oh my God. I don't know what I deserve, but I deserve something. Now for this to go up to my target. But I will check in on that later. But yeah, that's all from me, boys. I hope you enjoyed that absolute snooze fest. I will be back again tomorrow, post CPI, hopefully for some much better price action. And yeah, I will see you boys then. I'm going to go lie down and look at something that isn't a chart. That's a lie. I'm probably going to go edit, and when I'm editing, I have to look at chart. No, I don't have to edit to look at charts today, because I'm editing a website, not a chart. But yeah, I hope you boys enjoyed, and I will catch you tomorrow.